Well, it's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Have you ever felt like that your values weren't in harmony with the product or service that you were offering, that you was representing? Meet the one and only Lindsay McCormick, founder of Bite Toothpaste Bits. She faced just that dilemma. Traveling for work, she realized that her eco-conscious lifestyle didn't align with the waste generated every day by products such as toothpaste tubes. Here's something that's very interesting. Every year, the equivalent mass of 50 Empire State Buildings worth of toothpaste tubes end up in landfills. That's a mountain of waste, wouldn't you agree? So Lindsay embarked on a quest to create a solution. She experimented with formulas aiming to get just the right ingredient. And her journey, it wasn't smooth sailing. So she tried to do some powder formulas. That didn't work. It was too messy. Then she said, well, I'm going to go out and do some tablets. So she invested $1,000 into a tablet maker, but initially it just didn't land. And her goal was just, hey, if I could just build something that allowed me to take care of myself and cover costs, I'm pretty cool with that. So enter the idea: Bite Toothpaste Bits, mint pods and eco-friendly glass jars. Lindsay's sales strategy wasn't conventional. She scaled her business from her living room, embracing remote work and fostering an eco-conscious company culture. Bite expanded beyond toothpaste. Then it got into mouthwash. Then it got into teeth whitening kits. Then it got into dental floss. But here's where the explosion took off, just trying to make a bigger difference in the world. Well, they decided to move into deodorant. She said, wait a minute. What if we had eco-friendly deodorant? So she rebranded it, and it was called Because It's the Earth. So Lindsay's company soared, offering plant-friendly solutions for everyday essentials. So here's my big takeaway for you as a CEO. And I believe that Lindsay's journey really highlights this at the highest level possible. Number one, it was to have a sales strategy. Number two, it was to have the sales leadership to implement the sales strategy. But at the end of the day, every CEO can transform their sales approach by prioritizing their values in harmony with their beliefs, in harmony with being innovation to solve a problem. And when you do that, well, you'll find yourself, having an empire just like bite-sized toothpaste. You do that, and it will make a difference. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you this morning. Every morning we get started, we always like to start off the exact same way, and we start off with just this one belief. And the one belief is, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. And I want you to repeat that after me, because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money going out than there is going in. So what's the point we want to make? Well, sales is really serious business. So that's all we have to be. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Now, I know that's going to sound like, oh, Shay, there you go with that hokey pokey stuff again. But isn't that so true? That if you can't focus on sales, you really just can't be in business? And the answer to that question is absolutely. So now the next segment we move to is learn, earn, and return. And this is our personal pledge. So every morning we do a pledge. And the pledge is, as a CEO, when you wake up in the morning, you want to have a pledge to your sales organization, to your sales department. And our pledge is, I must learn, earn, and return. Now, I want you to repeat after me. It's going to sound not silly, but I want to be top of mind to you. And maybe this is just a reminder when you show up every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it gets you right into the conversation. Because it's top of mind to you, you're able to execute it at a much different level. So repeat after me. I must learn, earn, and return. So I have to learn something new, go ahead and repeat after me, in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must what? Return. Now, here's our objective. Every morning we have an objective. We don't get together just to hang out. We get together for objective. We have 3 objectives. Our number 1 objective is sales progress. So every day we're looking at how do we progress? How do we move forward? What's going on in the sales department? How can we make that different? How can we make it even more? Number 2, to address any roadblocks, because oftentimes there's roadblocks out there, by the way, and we've got to be aware of those. Just like Lindsay, yes, she faced some roadblocks. She had to make some changes, some tweaks. Some people in the market wasn't ready for it, but you know what? As a result, she has the empire she has today. And number 3 is to understand the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to really be profitable and generate revenue. Number 1 sales pillar is sales planning. So we must have a one-page CEO sales plan. That one-page CEO sales plan isn't just about how much money do we need to make. No, it's not about what bills do we need to pay. No, it's about what are the sales systems, the sales structure, the sales strategy, and the sales funnels that we're going to use to hit our sales target. If you don't have a CEO sales plan, you can head over to www.ceosaleshuddle.com. I'm sorry, ceosalesplan.com, www.ceosalesplan.com. Download the one pager. You'll thank me forever. The number 2 is a sales cycle. So sales pill number 2 is sales cycle. What is the cycle the client goes through from the time we connect to the time we communicate to the time we convert? Number 3 is our sales messaging. What are the words that we're using? We just did a whole case study on that. The words that we're using in the sales department to solve a problem so it communicates and connects with our client. And number 4, sales indicators. What is the CEO sales dashboard? That was designed to show you the sales indicators you need to do to manage, to measure, and also to make better. And number 5 is a super sexy sales team. So those are objectives. That's why we get together every single day for just that one reason alone. And then we have our number 1 outcome. And our number 1 outcome every morning when we get together is $100,000 a month. But first, I want to step back for all those folks who are joining in for the very first time. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. For those folks that show up every single morning, we're always so glad that you're here. Do me a favor, if you're watching live, and you can do this on social media, look below the video and just put hashtag I'm here. I love to connect with you. The reason I do that is because you can see me, but I can't see you. So this is a way for you and I to connect, by the way. Even if you're watching the replay, I love it when you're watching the replay. You can go ahead right now. You can put a hashtag replay. Put a hashtag replay. Let's you and I connect. Let's you and I stay in this conversation over and beyond the time that you and I have right now. And then for those folks that are online, you're watching on the podcast, or you're listening on the podcast, or you're on Spotify or Apple TV or Roku or Amazon Fire, wherever you are in any of the syndicated platforms, I want to encourage you right now to go over to @IamCheBrown. Drop me a DM. Let me know you're in the conversation. Let me know what we can do to add more value as we get together every single morning. But our number 1 outcome when we get together every single day is first to establish that CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. So I get it, you can sell. I get it, you're the CEO. I get it, you wouldn't be in the position you're in now if you weren't already an incredible, amazing human being. But one thing I do know about all successful CEOs is they always want things faster. They want to get there easier. They're looking for the bridge. So when you show up every single morning, the bridge here is this is a place where you're going to understand how to sell more faster. And we have 3 big whys. Our number 1 why is sales growth. Number 2 is accountability. Number 3 is consistency. See, I believe that we'll often do more for others than we'll do for ourselves. And isn't that where the accountability comes in? As a CEO, isn't your number 1 goal at the end of the day really about sales growth? Watching the revenue go up and new clients that you're acquiring, that you're bringing aboard, because that's the true measurement of a team. And then also sales consistency. We only ask for 15 minutes a day. 15 minutes a day represents 1,440 minutes in every day. So we're saying, hey, give us 15 minutes. You show up, you be in this conversation, 1% of your day to shift your entire business. Well, sounds like it makes sense and sense to me, by the way. And our number 1 outcome is $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. And This is over and beyond whatever you're earning today in your business or in your bank account. And now we get to move to a very important segment. And that segment really is the CEO Sales Dashboard. And the CEO Sales Dashboard was created because there was a problem that existed in the planet. And the problem that existed in the planet is that people were like, wait a minute, where do I go to check in and measure certain indicators that can shift my entire business? And you know what? At the time, it didn't exist. So we created it. Now we're going to go over to the CEO Sales Dashboard. Now you can download the CEO Sales Dashboard for those folks that are out there. You can download it. I think I have it here. There you go. You can download it by going over to www.ceosaleshuddle.com. www.ceosaleshuddle.com. Once you get there, you can download the CEO Sales Dashboard. For those folks that already have it, you're already tuned in. You already know what's going to happen. In fact, you couldn't wait for this moment. I'm so glad you're here. You can go over right now. You can just tune on in. And you go all the way across the top. Now, this is an Excel spreadsheet. An Excel spreadsheet has 5 columns in it. It has leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. And you select one of those. And today you're going to go all the way across the top. Look at today's date and then go and say, well, how many leads came in yesterday? How many appointments did my team run yesterday? And then subcategories you can see in there. How many did they set? How many did they run? How many offers were made yesterday? How many deals came in? And you can look at repeat customers and repeat business. But today I want to focus on just one of the areas. And the one area that I really want to focus on that really gets the highest and best use is offers. Now, not sure what happened here. Let me make sure I go do that. There we go. Okay, is offers. And you think about when you look at it here, there's a couple of different categories we could look at. But the reason I want to look at offers is I used to just measure myself on how many deals were done every single month. And then I started thinking, wait a minute, how many times did I do the work? How many times did the team make the phone calls? The team set the appointment. Folks went through the funnel. And on the other side, we needed to measure how many offers were made. So we have a couple categories. You can change them up if you like. But how many offers were made just to get a credit card? See, acknowledge yourself. How many offers were made for someone to sign the contract? You can see right here, column offers. How many offers were made just for the next step? That means you had a chance to meet with them. And maybe there's 2 or 3 or more partners. And when you meet with them, they say, hey, look, can we get together next time? I'm aboard. Partner 2 is aboard. We want to bring in partner 3. And isn't that kind of cool? You made an offer for the next step. Here's the philosophy. And I believe that every business should operate on a philosophy. And for the CEO Sales Dashboard, our philosophy is what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. And once you measure those 5 indicators, leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business, your whole life changes. It just makes a huge, huge difference for you. Now, but we don't stop there. Some people say, well, that's it, Jay. I'm feeling pretty good. I think I have what I need. No. We're going to go now and we're going to celebrate some wins that are out there. I think it's celebrate wins. Let me give me a moment here. Yeah, there we go. We're going to celebrate wins. And we're going to look at what's working and what isn't working. And powerful people ask powerful questions because questions their focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So we're going to ask ourselves 3 questions. And I want you to go ahead and do this right now. Number 1, what are you most proud of for the sales organization? I'm not talking about your life. I'm not talking about your relationship. I'm not talking about what goes on inside of your home. No, just for the sales organization. What are you most proud of? What was the biggest accomplishment for the sales organization? What is it you want to brag about? Like if I could bring you on right now, you say, you know what, looking back yesterday, she had the sales organization. Here's what I want to brag on. Here was really cool. Here was something that was over and beyond what we even imagined was possible. What would it be? And as you're doing that, we also understand that life isn't no crystal stair. There's always some challenges. So we're going to look at what are roadblocks that are out there. Now, I like to do that because sometimes people just want to say, no, everything's fine. No, everything's not fine. So we ask ourselves 3 questions because we're staying with our philosophy. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions their focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So now we're going to go back and we're going to say, okay, we're going to ask ourselves 3 questions that we can do that we can control. Number 1, what was your biggest roadblock yesterday in the sales organization? Number 2, what is preventing you today from moving forward? And number 3, what's the one thing that you can do that only you can do that if you did it, it would make a huge, huge difference for you? Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions their focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So the message of the day is keep going. The message of the day is keep going. The message of the day is what? Keep going. Don't stop. Don't slow down. You've got this, but you've got to recalibrate. You may have to adjust. The reason you show up on these calls every day, sometimes it's not anything new. Sometimes it's a friendly reminder of what needs to be top of mind to you to increase the revenue and grow your customer base. You do that, and you will see your sales go up. Why? Because you're amazing. You're already an incredible, innovative CEO. You already have the courage to become a business owner. Many of you are sales leaders, are sales directors, or sales vice presidents. Some of you are business development experts, and some of you are straight up business owners. This is what you do. Some of you do all the selling yourself. You run the whole company. I want to acknowledge you. I want you to pat yourself on the back right now if you're right-handed. Take your left hand if you're left-handed and pat yourself on the back. And just acknowledge yourself for the champion that you are, for the winner that you are. And you are one heck of a CEO. And I believe for you, today is your January 1st, and your best is still yet to come. Your best is yet to come. Your best is yet to come. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Che Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone, and we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. I'll see you on the other side. God bless, and keep doing God's work. Bye-bye.